Metal-handed God. I'd like to welcome all you freaks to the metal-handed God. Metal-handed God. I'd like to welcome all you freaks to the metal-handed God. We some nerds with the urge to purge on some odd. Show him the dick print, then hit him with the rod. The love doctor tell you how to get it, Ichabod. Crane, Adam Rowe, Colin Wayne. How do they maintain when they clinically insane? We keep it so loud that we speaking your refrain. Adam Story's got a point, and if you let him explain, it's the point of all puns, get a point with Papa Wayne. Rum tapping the vein, and 9 minutes bringing pain. MHOG secreting, leaving a stain. You ain't as dope as us, bitch. Stay in your lane. Fuck yeah.
Welcome back to the MHOG podcast. How y'all doing? Sitting next to me is, I'm Kyle, and sitting next to me is Kevin Smith.
And I'm Adam, and I'm just happy that I'm making Kyle be the leader. So.
Yeah, okay, boom, starting it off hot, like it, like how things are happening.
I like your watch. What's up with the watch?
I got it from Walmart, and I needed a watch, and it was the best looking one for the reasonable price from a Walmart watch.
I like those like leather band ones.
Yeah,
like...
I preferred that. That's exactly what I was kind of shooting for. This or something more sturdy. Mm-hmm. But, you know, I was like, I just need something at this point in time.
Now, to be clear, because this is a audio podcast, and when I say leather band, I don't mean, it's just a watch with a leather strap. It's a little closer to like one of those like gauntlet type of. It's not
looks
quite
like it's
that.
got buckles and stuff on it.
Like, what was the fucking reason people used to wear these fat ass leather arm bands and shit?
Like little, I like.
Why do you need a big leather fucking cuff around your wrist?
People used to fight with like swords and knives.
And so why am I not covering my entire arm, not just this one little piece of my fucking?
Because people are poor, Kevin.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna protect my wrists.
It's a lot of leather.
That's important. My wrist.
I mean, if you're gonna go high block, you know, when you're going for high blocks, you probably it's just this here, just that here.
You know what? I've never been in a sword fight.
Yeah,
but. Probably when you're clinking swords together.
Would you like to?
Nah, not at all. I have my own swords at the house. I think mine are sharpened.
Mine's not.
Like when you hit the swords together, you might slip off, and when you slip off, it come right there.
I could probably do more damage if somebody broke in with that boken. This one, yeah.
Oh, one of the blind, the blind swordsman.
No, this is
not. That's just a.
It's a practice sword. It's called a boken.
It's the one that you tap people with and be like, "Ha ha! You should have been dead."
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but those things break people's bones when they.
That's the one.
Yeah, when you hit them hard enough, that's not practice. You're being mean. if you're practicing full power with this damn broom handle.
Yeah.
No, I had a buddy that was kind of into it too. I was like, we should spar, and he was like, "You're fucking nuts." I'm like.
So,
I mean, maybe, but I was
spar with practice sticks.
Well, practice with the real thing.
I've
had that since I was 17.
17.
What I really wanted, and Kyle ain't gonna remember this, but you might. You remember the swords from Highlander with the dragon inlay, the ivory one?
The movie Highlander?
Well, I like there's two different swords. There's the movie Highlander one and the TV show Highlander. And the TV show Highlander one had a much cooler like sword. Like it was the I guess just the art and design of it.
What happened to the Highlander?
The last couple of movies were
they did
awful.
those last movies, and it was like, okay,
we can't do this.
Did you see the last one where they went to heaven?
No,
or whatever.
I saw the one in the future where he fought the dude with the dreadlocks. It wasn't Wesley Snipes. It was a famous black dude.
Oh, there was Mario Van Peebles.
Mario Van Peebles with the dreadlocks.
Oh,
there could only be one.
There could only be one.
You haven't seen
Highlander.
The truly bad ones.
The ones that came after that one?
That was the first one?
There was another
I thought
movie
that was
release.
The last one.
No, that was the third one.
That was
because what happened was
how many did they have?
Like
there's
6.
5 or 6. So
Jesus.
the first one is the one that everybody remembers, and that's the one that they made the TV show based on. And the TV show was awesome.
With the woman beater. What's his name?
Christopher Lambert?
No, not the head dude. Or maybe he didn't come till 2. What's his name? Fucking entrapment.
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
Okay.
He was in the first one, right?
He was in the first 2.
Because he was like...
He was supposed to be a Spaniard, but he had what was his name? Valdez or something like that. Cortez.
He was like the teacher dude. He was like the Yoda to the Highlanders.
That's exactly what he was.
But wasn't he a Highlander?
No, because the Highlander... They just were called immortals. The reason it's called the Highlander is because he was Scottish. He was from the Highlands of Scotland.
But wasn't Sean Connery, wasn't he an immortal?
No, he was Spanish.
He wasn't
he was immortal.
Yeah, he was an immortal.
He was immortal, but he wasn't.
Never understood, like, if there could only be one, why the fuck are y'all two chilling together?
Well, because
y'all were just cool with each other.
The plan was for them to, like, fight until the end. But there's so many of them that you don't kill your buddies until you have to.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think the idea was also that some of them didn't want all the power. Like, there was bad immortals that wanted to kill everybody so they could be the most powerful
one.
And then there was other ones who were like...
The more you kill, the more...
Yeah, you take their power.
Like the one with Jet Li.
But then there was other ones who were like I'm immortal. If I kill every other immortal, that means I'm alone. You know? So...
Wow. So Jet Li basically... That basically was the Highlander.
Well,
but like a Japanese version of the Highlander.
Think about it.
Basically.
They're immortal. But everybody else, like, so you get a wife, but she gets old and dies.
That means that you have found a loophole in marriage. You could marry her until she fucking dies, and then you can get you another one.
So, wait, so what happens to your seed?
But you have, like, 30 years where she's super old, though, so it's...
You just get a divorce.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Fuck that. By the time it's really getting to you that people are mad that you divorced this old bitch, they're gonna be dead.
They're gonna be dead by that. Yeah, it's true. It's like, I'm just outlive anyway if y'all mad. Who cares? But, like, what does that happen to the offspring? In the words of Dave
Chappelle, that was cold-blooded.
Cold-blooded. What happens to the offspring from an immortal person?
Well, they generally speaking, tried not to have kids. No, wait, let me correct myself, because to find out this... I watched all this stuff.
Yeah.
So, they couldn't have kids, except in the last movie, they found out one of them could.
They're lone and void. They're
like
fucking
somebody probably told him. He was like, "Hey, y'all can't have kids," and nobody tried.
Yeah,
and then somebody went and tried.
No, they fucked a lot.
They just
and think about it. Like, if you got immortal powers, you can't really get STDs. You can't reproduce.
You can't get kids.
Fucked a lot.
Oh yeah, we're probably gonna. Oh, okay. So it wasn't like somebody.
You're 300 years old. You got to do something. You can't just write books all day.
No, I would.
Well, you see what they did with Twilight.
What Vandal Savage did.
You see what they did with Twilight? They had that one little sperm still left up there. Fucking got that shit hard, shot it up in her. Boom. Now you got
I just want to point out the difference between the Smith brothers. You went for Vandal Savage. This motherfucker goes for Twilight.
Twilight, yeah. Yeah.
I don't think he knows who Vandal Savage is too much though.
Maybe not.
Vandal Savage is.
But yeah, so the Highlander movie. So the first one was the good one. The second one is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. That one takes place in the future. I can't even explain it. It's just
that's the two that I was talking about.
Okay, but then the third one's the one with Mario Van Peebles where he was like a super immortal.
Those two there, horrible.
But they get much worse.
I thought they came later.
The next one connects the TV show and the movies, because they have the Christopher Lambert was the Highlander in the movies, and then Jean Paul, I can't think of the guy's name, but there was another guy who played another Highlander in the show. And the show was really good, but so in the fourth movie they were like, well, let's put them together. So they were both the stars of the fourth movie.
Wasn't the show with the Renegade dude?
No. You're thinking of Lorenzo Lamas.
Lorenzo Lamas wasn't on the show?
No.
Who was the dude on the show?
His name was like something Paul. Adrian Paul. That was his name. Adrian.
What else did he play?
That's all he ever did.
That's it?
That's what he's famous for.
Because I remember the dude from the show more. But to be fair,
he did like 7 seasons of the show and a movie. So
what the fuck did Lorenzo Lamas play then?
He was just in Renegade. And then he does bit parts and everything else.
That was it? It was just Renegade?
Man, Renegade was pretty terrible.
Yes, but That's why I'm like, no. I know Lorenzo Lamas from something else because I didn't watch Renegade.
He did other like movies and shows, but he wasn't famous.
He was on Highlander.
Maybe he did an episode. I don't know, but he wasn't the Highlander.
Fucking Lorenzo Lamas.
No, but so after that fourth movie, they did like some direct-to-DVD movies, and I swear to God, the last one is unbearable.
Direct-to-DVD Highlanders.
Yes.
Renegade, Falcon Crest, Grease, Leave It to Lamas.
Snake he did like one of those Hogan Knows Best kind of shows.
Bounty Tracker, Final Impact, CIA Codename.
Please tell me Bounty Tracker is like him pretending to be a real...
a bounty hunter? It looks... Well, he's standing next to a guy with no shirt on. I don't understand that. That looks like Kevin Sorbo.
I would imagine...
No, it's not Kevin Sorbo.
Well, why back then? Like in the 80s?
I would imagine Lorenzo Lamas stands next to a lot of guys with their shirts.
Yeah, like a lot of people on these covers have no shirt on.
Joe's Average Joe or Joe Schmo.
Was he?
Yeah, Joe Schmo 2. Lorenzo Lamas was there. And I think he took his shirt off a lot.
He's just like, it's not even him with his shirt off. It's some other person.
Joe Schmo.
Matter of fact, Lorenzo Lamas was trying to fucking sell banana hammocks. He was trying to sell fucking little Speedo things on the show.
Did he?
That's gross.
Was he
Might
packing?
be making that shit up.
Was he packing?
No, I'm pretty sure Lorenzo Lamas was on Joe Schmo 2 selling Speedos.
See, I really liked the first Joe Schmo. I didn't know there was a second one.
Yeah.
But the problem is like, it kind of depressed me because the guy was so nice.
And he really thought that this shit was real.
That was the first time I ever saw...
Ralph?
Who's Ralph?
Ralph Garman?
Garman? Ah.
I know who that is. I didn't know he was on the show. No.
Yeah, Ralph Garman was the...
What's the name?
He was the host of the show.
Was he?
Yeah.
Okay.
For Joe Schmo.
I didn't know that. No, the Jewish comedian that does Skeptic Tank.
Ari
Shafir. That was the first time I ever saw Ari Shafir.
Yeah.
Because if you remember, they were best friends. And when he found out that Ari was playing him,
he was so hurt.
You could see the look in Ari's eyes like, oh my God, what did I do to this poor guy? He thought I was his best friend.
That's hilarious, dude. That's hilarious and fucked up in so many ways.
Oh,
that was pretty cool.
It's a great idea for a show.
It was a cool show, but you could only do it like... I thought you could only do it once, but it came out with a 2. So, what?
Not everybody watches those things, though.
And that's the ones that you're going to get. Part 2.
Part 2.
Well, it was Joe Schmo.
Oh.
And then you
it was
like...
the second season. They just got a new guy.
Right.
But it was a long time in between.
Though. Like, I think that show could have went much longer, but you have to find somebody who's not likable. The problem was the dude was a really nice guy. So at the end of the show, you're just like...
They've had moments where people have almost fucked it up. And it was like...
I remember. Like, one episode, they had, like, strippers. And one of them started talking about, like, is that the guy? Is that the guy who thinks? Like, I just remember that distinctly. And they had to, like rush her off the...
Yeah.
It was like that scene from... oh, God damn it. That Jim Carrey movie.
Fucking Ed or...
not Ed, but the one that was like...
Being... Oh, shit.
Truman Show. It was like the scene from the Truman Show.
Yeah.
When somebody started talking, they were like...
But Ed is a movie like that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
It's less poignant, but it's kind of funny. That's the one with Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah. Okay.
They messed up on Joe Schmo 2 when one of the fucking contestants was a deaf chick.
Yeah.
And she had her interpreter there with her.
Yeah.
And something happened while they was at dinner, and they like a loud noise happened, like they bust a balloon or something. And the deaf chick jumped, and everybody in the truck was like, "Oh, she just moved." And dude didn't even recognize it.
Because she's supposed to be deaf.
She's supposed to be deaf, but she got scared of the noise. And it was like, she almost blew it.
I got you. See, I didn't get that because I was like, I guess she felt the vibration or something.
Yeah, no,
he didn't get it neither because he was right there by her.
She was one of the people.
Yeah, he was right there by her, and he was like,
I'd have been like, what? Oh, she's like,
yes,
she's Daredevil.
Which we call it because he was in cahoots with Lorenzo Lamas. Lorenzo was like, man, look, I'm selling these Speedos. Why don't you come help me out?
This sounds
because Lorenzo Lamas put the Speedo on. He was like, why don't you come out there and, advertise with me? And he got the dude to put the Speedo on too. And then everybody went and put the Speedo on.
That's just uncomfortable.
Dude, what is that movie that like life documentary that fucking
Windy City Heat.
Yes. There you
I still
go.
haven't seen it.
I want to
haven't
see
seen
it,
it yet,
son. I haven't
neither.
seen
And
it
I got
yet.
Cody, so I should have seen it by now.
God, son, they've been following this man for 20 years.
And he still thinks it's going on right now.
Dude.
He still thinks that
Yeah,
he's
he
famous.
still don't. And
But,
they've told him.
Okay,
They've told him, but he's just like, no.
no, because now he is famous.
Yeah.
Y'all
You
didn't
got,
make
like,
him
for
famous.
20
and y'all
years?
pretending
But
that
how
he's famous.
famous is he? Because that movie's, people know what it is.
Isn't that
but-
the same dude that they had to fucking fly back because he was gonna die? Because they was like, hey, go out there and hitchhike to like DC or some shit.
I don't know what you're
That's a
talking
different dude. That's a different dude.
That's a different dude,
That's a
but
different
that's the
dude.
same people that was doing it to him.
Yeah, it's that.
Yeah, and it was like,
that's a
no,
different dude.
because some people are fucking crazy.
Yeah, motherfucker
He was
got
like,
kidnapped or some shit.
just tweet out where you at, and people go pick you up and bring you somewhere. What?
yeah, that's a different dude.
He said that some
That's
people,
crazy.
somebody picked him
about.
up,
I mean, look,
brought him
there's
to
a
their
website
house.
that you can go to right now where people will let you stay with them. I forget what the website is, but people do it in
I
Europe
think it's
all the
called
time.
Wolfen or something like that. Fucking Benjamin do it. He was like, man, you just call him up and you could work for him or something like that.
You just
Are
stay at their house?
Yeah, you just stay at the house and you
Yeah,
work or some
people
shit
sign
like
up
that,
for
and
this
you
website.
fucking. It's like an Airbnb, but kind of different.
Because
It's
you
different
don't
'cause you in
pay
the house
for
with
it.
them.
Right. No, but you do work. Like, well, what he was talking about, he was telling me, he was like, man, yeah, it's
I think
easy,
it
man.
depends. I think some people like you got to do something for, but I think some people are just like, no, I got a couch if you need to use it.
Oh, that also. Couch surfers, they got that also. The
That's what I was
motherfuckers-
saying.
Couch
Yeah,
surfers?
couch
That's what I
surfers.
was
You just let somebody come.
Yeah, what?
You pay for it?
John does that all the time.
Can you
I mean,
gotta
it's just
pay
a
them?
friend. I don't think so.
So you just go and sleep
If
on these
they
people's
they
couches?
hippies, son. It's hippie-like, son. That shit is hippie-like. Socially hippie.
How many
But-
niggas listen to y'all show? I don't think that is good information for niggas.
Yeah.
I don't think that's good information for anybody.
I don't think so.
Because
either.
Look, when I was
niggas
in
will come to your
Hawaii,
You
house
can
and
just
steal
sleep
some
you can
shit.
just
when
sleep
I
in
was
my
in
fucking
Hawaii,
bed.
they all out in Maui, they all hitchhike, and I've never hitchhiked before.
Ugh.
And so I went out to the beach. I was out at the nude beach, and I had to get back to the apartment. So the cab there was like $20. I was like, well, fuck.
You just
that.
had a nude beach in Maui?
Yeah.
Saw lots of dicks, didn't you?
I mean, I didn't stare at them, but yeah.
Lots of dicks out
I mean,
there.
it wasn't just dudes, but I mean, nobody
The
was.
chicks
super
wasn't what you wanted to look at.
attractive. No,
Like hot chicks don't go to nude beaches.
there was.
Two.
Yeah. And they weren't mega hot, but
Mega hot.
They
Not
was
even mega
decent
hot.
enough to look at.
But here's the thing: everybody's pretty much cool. Like nobody's acting like a weirdo, or at least everybody's weird. But
At least you
nobody's
didn't notice.
Nobody's like stalking.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Nobody was walking around there with a straight hard on.
No, because it's
You probably
it's
went and
hard to
hid that in the
explain.
sand.
It's hard to
afterwards.
explain.
Ain't nobody was out there lotting. I learned this term from another homosexual person. Damn. I learned this term from a homosexual, from a homosexual.
I'm not editing that out, by the way. Let's say it is.
Edit
He
it
said
out.
Another homosexual
person.
Like he was
I know many
homosexual with
homosexual
him.
people. Not me myself. I'm just saying. Paul say so many homosexual people tell me
He
things,
thinks the lady
and they got
test too much.
and they got
Tell your
people.
story. Tell
They
your
got
story.
people. They got people. Okay, it's behind always. Motherfucker been telling me, he's like, hey man, you don't park back here. I was like, why I don't park back here? He was like, man, the reason you shouldn't park back here is because like if you sitting up in your car and rolling up weed, motherfuckers gonna suspect that you waiting for somebody to enter. What they do back there is they park and they like
So
kinda
lotting
car
meaning
search.
parking lot?
Yeah.
Okay.
That might not even be the term, but you understand where I'm going with this, motherfucker. It's like in the Fruit Loop. It's around there by the Fruit Loop.
You don't know where the Fruit Loop is. That's
You know
why
where the Fruit Loop's
giggling.
at?
No.
No, I just assumed because it's always lounge that was like some sort of term.
Oh no, there's a
Where's-
certain area
where's
in
Always
there
Lounge at?
by Claiborne.
By Claiborne?
Yeah, right
the
there.
The Fruit Loop is
The Fruit
in
Loop
City Park.
It comes. It's
That little loop.
yeah.
In City Park, when you go, it's not in the main part of City Park. They got to go down some.
Fucking by D-Max and shit. Right there. That starts that Fruit
I
Loop.
probably know what you're talking about, but don't.
But
don't-
anyway, fucking motherfuckers walking through the parking lot looking for people that's still in their car, like other guys that's still in their car waiting for somebody to come do that and they like suck them off or some shit. And then they go about their way and they find another car.
The English
Is this free suck-offs?
Yeah, I don't know if it's free. I mean, it might be.
English have a term for something similar. It's not just a gay thing. I think it's a straight thing too. It's called like bird dogging, where they like park out places and like
that might be the phrase.
Watch. You know, but
that's also a phrase on like a construction site.
Bird dogging
when you're foreman.
Your boss is just standing there watching you
working and shit, all over your shoulder.
They have their own slang. Like a fag is a cigarette out there.
Yeah,
and
you know why they call a fag a cigarette? I mean, why they called cigarettes fags in England?
No,
because a faggot is a bundle of wood. It's a fucking a package of
that
sticks.
Makes sense.
So they call cigarettes fags because they come in a pack like a bundle of sticks.
That makes sense. Well, they also have like, a fanny pack. Like to us, fanny means ass.
Fanny is a bad word to them.
It means pussy.
Yes.
Right. So they laugh whenever
fanny.
Americans like talk about fanny packs.
Which,
to be honest, makes sense because you don't wear it behind. You wear it
in the front.
It's a
pouch.
So who came up with the fanny pack? They did?
I don't know.
And somebody was just like, haha, I'm going to be funny. I'm going to call this a pussy pack, but they call it fanny. Yeah. Because you put it in the front. Nobody puts it in the back.
A pouch or a pocket.
Maybe you're supposed to put it in the back.
Sometimes you put it on the side, but nobody puts it because it's inconvenient if it goes in the back.
Because then you got to reach around and you got to unzip it.
Because then it's a
lot of people put it in the back, though. A lot of people put it in the back. You see a lot of people walking around with it in the back. It's not true. Yeah, I have been in that lot rolling up though, just watching people. I'm like, why is this nigga walking around this nigga tripping, son? He be walking around my car for a little bit too long.
It is interesting when you have gay friends because their lifestyle is so different.
Yeah, there's certain things that he didn't want you to say.
Huh.
Yeah,
you know, like when you like, I used to have a gay best friend that would tell me like half the dudes he slept with were like dudes who are married to women. You know, so whenever somebody's like, "Oh, he's not gay, he's got a wife," I'm like,
I got to tell my gay friend what docking was. He didn't know what it was. I was like, "You ain't never knew docking."
When you take
when somebody's uncircumcised and you got one person uncircumcised,
in the uncircumcised part, and you pull the skin over,
and
then you jack that bitch.
Docking. Yeah,
like the actual breakdown of the description of how it's done. Sounds like it feels good like a motherfucker.
Or it sounds like, you're in space and it's a spaceship and when it fucking comes to fuel up or drop.
But just think about that. Don't that sound like it feel good?
It sounds like it's disgusting, son.
It's disgusting, but it sounds like it feels good.
This
like
is extra smegma?
Yeah. That don't sound like that's good at all.
It's a smegma. You just rubbing smegma on my mushroom head.
I'm just saying, because it's skin that's going over your shit like that.
But it's not much skin. It's not going that far.
It's just the head.
It sounds like it looks like a slug. It looks like a leech or some shit like that. Like you have a leech on the other side or the other end of this, and it's,
people are listening to this right now thinking, man, they know a lot about gay sex.
You just gotta imagine. If you have an imagination,
I don't think that's
with
gay
a circumcised, just circumcised and then docking.
Some of this shit, like, why are you docking? Like, what are you doing that for? Are you showing somebody?
For what reason
are you actually having sex doing this?
I think some point when you're into weird stuff, because I'm into weird stuff, I think at some point you hear about something, you go, fuck it, why not?
Okay.
I think there's a lot of that.
Let me try this. Not, every time I'm about to dock. No. Like, that seems like it's something difficult to do.
Honestly, I almost sucked a toe last night. Like, the other night, I almost sucked a toe.
That happens.
I almost sucked a toe. I was like, it's here. But it's like, I don't do this. And I understand that you didn't clean your feet because you know that I'm not about to suck your toes. But I kind of, in the midst of... Yeah, I know, but I didn't even care for it being clean. I was just like, in the midst of, I just want to go for it. And I'm like, this is not me, though. This is not me.
All right.
Why?
Let me ask you a question. Did you inspect it for fungus before you went in?
I looked at it a few times. I didn't do it.
You don't want athlete's toe.
No. I didn't do it because I'm like, man, this is a foot, and I do not. That's funny. I did not because I was
that's
like,
that's not a joke.
No.
You can seriously get.
You don't want to go to a doctor's
office
office and have to explain to them why you
got foot fungus in your mouth.
Yeah,
That's in the child's age. That's called trash mouth, right? Yeah. He be touching the trash and he put it in his mouth all the time.
It's funny how people have like there's two types of people. There's people like everybody's got a foot thing. It's either an anti-foot thing or a pro-foot thing. Like there's some people that like they don't even want to see your feet. Like it disgusts them. And
I don't think
people,
any foot is cute at all.
This is not my thing.
I don't think anything's cute, but like I don't have a problem with it.
Like
okay, so I guess technically there are people in the middle, but there are the people that are just like.
I guess I'm in the middle. I think toes are fingers that didn't make it. Like I don't like feet.
It's a halfway finger. It's like finger stopped growing.
You think when the human race was evolving, they had two tribes? One was hands,
like
and one was feet.
A monkey can grab a tree
with his finger,
with his fucking toe, and just grab it.
All those people,
there are those
people with finger toes though. You've seen those, right?
With finger toes.
They're not like real fingers, but they're longer and they kind of
that's awesome. That's another hand that you got.
It's kind of gross.
My wife has a 2-headed toe.
Really?
Come out like a 2-headed snake and
her,
just branch
her
off.
Toe don't go all the way down and split. Like she can't. Her big toe, that toe next to it, and that one,
them two middle ones,
they cannot wiggle independently because, like, see how this is separated all the way down.
No, I thought you were saying. I thought you were saying like her big toe
splits off.
No.
Because my next question was, at what point did she tell you this?
No, I had to notice it. And see, like right here is where
my mama got it.
This right here,
it looked like if you drew a mermaid head right here, this would be the fin, and
that's what it looked
perfect.
like. Her two toes look like a fin.
Speaking of Little Mermaids, I got a question. So,
about how old she was? That's pretty disgusting.
No. No. So, my friend Flesh was telling me about something that's happening at the aquarium. Y'all know how they got the theater down there?
I've been seeing some billboards about this mermaid shit.
Okay, so yeah, they're all like mermaids swimming around in the aquarium. That's not... I mean, that's cool, but I wouldn't spend... people go...
Yeah, if I spend my money, I don't want you coming up for air. I don't at all. I need you to swim down there like a fucking mermaid.
You better get a goddamn bottle of. You better get an oxygen tank somewhere hiding in a corner, and I want you to dip off every.
You better duck behind a rock like clownfish do, and then come back the other side. You better take a breath.
You need to be an Olympic diver.
I really want you to go there, just be standing at the top of the tank, like as soon as they're trying to come up, like no,
get back down.
Like
shove a head back down there.
The big Italian dude in Last Boy Scout, like when the girl was like underneath the hot tub. Well, it's like, you ain't coming up till you finish. No, so in the theater, they're apparently, tomorrow's the last day, they're playing The Little Mermaid. And I love that movie.
In the IMAX theater? Yeah. Like the big screen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it's like $6, and Flesh was telling me about it, and I was like, that sounds awesome. And he's like, you going? And I was like, dude, I'm 37 years old and I don't have a girlfriend. Like, I'm going to get some strange looks if I go to that theater.
You would have got strange looks if you brought your girlfriend to see The Little Mermaid.
I don't think so. People love that movie.
So why you can't go by yourself loving that movie?
Because I look like a pedophile.
That is a pedophile.
2 grown adults.
If he goes by himself,
that's pedophilish.
No, what?
Like, this is really fucking me up.
All right, well,
this right here
is
fucking me up because it looked like Iron Man just took a puff of your albuterol back there, and he's like, "Yes, I'm ready." And he's going for
I got a big Hulkbuster statue.
Out of the corner of my eye, I keep seeing that. Like, man, he ready. It's like he took a pump, threw it down. Yeah, I'm ready.
I like how your mind works.
My bad, because it's out the corner of my eye. I keep seeing that shit.
Did y'all see the other 2 statues?
Yes, I seen those chicks.
Yeah. I mean, I saw when you was gone. I was there when that one right there, the chick on the broom with the blue.
Yeah.
That was the one who was in. Where was that?
That was next door.
Oh.
Yeah. No, the other one's newer.
Which one when we went to the place and you pointed it out? Don't even worry about it. Just continue. All right.
Anyway. No, I don't know. It's like, that's what I was saying. So you got kids. Mm-hmm. So let's say, name a movie that your kids wanted to see recently.
Trolls.
Trolls? All right. Let's say you went to Trolls and you saw like 300-pound dude sitting in the back by himself, you wouldn't have no questions?
No,
Really?
not at all.
I would. But that's good.
You think he's actually okay? What kids are going to the movie theater and just sitting in that bitch by themselves? What crazy motherfucker is just gonna come up and try to snatch your kid with you sitting right there?
Well,
that's why I wouldn't have a problem with it.
He's crazy.
Lots of nigga kids be going to the movies by themselves, though.
You taking one of them nigga kids that's going to the movies by themselves?
Well,
probably not.
Not me, but the crazy man might.
Okay, the crazy man that's successfully raping this nigga kid. What nigga kid you know successfully got taken and successfully stayed taken?
New brother.
Not none. They had a little girl that was fucking tied up on the West Bank, and they kidnapped her from off the street. She showed up at her house 3 hours later. Like, I took them ropes off. It was dinner time. My mom was going to be mad. She just fucking went home.
I need to see this story because I'm having a hard time believing that she just took her ropes off.
She, like, how many? It was probably about 2 years ago. Little girl on the West Bank shows up at our house after being abducted. She came home, said, man, they took me. They had me in the room. I guess they didn't tie her tight, and she got out.
Well, it was the West Bank. Maybe it wasn't real rope. Maybe it was poor and they just had string.
Hey, I tell you one thing. They weren't Boy Scouts. He wouldn't have got out of my ropes. All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like you kidnap
like he
people.
Practices, he kidnaps people and practices
I'm
knots
just
on
saying, my bowline is tight.
Wait, hold on. Is that the Empire show? Okay, never mind. All right.
I got the Force Awakens post underneath.
I thought that was Luke holding his sister about to kiss her because they did kiss on the movie, and then they just rewrote it like, "Oh no, y'all brother and sister." But hey, how about that movie that they was kissing?
Oh, I can do better than
talk
that.
about that.
There's they had Marvel Comics back then that did the Star Wars at the same time. Yeah, there was an ongoing comic.
Oh, the comic book. Yeah,
it came out at the same time as the first movie, like within a month of it, and so in the comics. They weren't in on the movie writing process. So in the comics, like, they just looked at it as, like, Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia were getting together. So there's, like...
So they just ran with it.
Whole episodes where he's talking about, like... Because then... So at the end of Empire, Han goes off. They didn't have Harrison Ford under contract. So they didn't know if he was going to be in the third movie. They asked him to when he said yes. But so at the end of the second movie... Like, they had it basically set up so that you might not ever see him again.
Well, when he was in
the Carbonite? Yeah, and that's why Lando came in, because Lando was supposed to just be the new... Like, him and Chewie fly off, that was just supposed to be it. That was supposed to be the two of them.
Always wanted to know why the fuck he had the exact fucking clothes on.
That's what it is.
Like, Han Solo went in the Carbonite with those clothes. Was that a uniform? No, that was just bandit clothes that he was wearing. How the fuck Billy D put on the exact same clothes?
Maybe
why did he do that?
Well, that's the only clothes he ever had, so maybe he had spares in the back.
But why? Why? Billy D walked in with a fucking cape. You better keep your fucking cape.
His best friend just got taken off, man.
Bitch, you snitched on him.
That was difficult to do.
You snitched on your best friend and got him put in some metal liquid.
But he snitched on him to somebody who can choke you from like a mile away.
Get choked, bitch. Stop snitching.
Sure.
Get choked.
Let me tell you something.
You live in Sky City. You could have told somebody to fucking press the gravity button or something.
I'll rat both y'all out. I don't.
You're not getting the air choked?
We talk about this when it comes to like the Christian kids that gets asked like if you believe in Christ and they can just go, no, I don't.
No, you can say no. God know what you're doing. Like I'm pretty sure that he's like, hey, self-preservation, good job.
Same thing. I'll snitch. I'm not messing with Vader.
So you gonna snitch and then go put on my clothes afterwards and drive my car off?
And then I might try to get with your wife. I don't know. Like you.
Wow, disrespectful.
You're in Carbonite. What do you know?
You know what? Billy D didn't die. Why he ain't on it?
I don't know. He's pretty old. He might not want to be in it.
Luke is old as shit.
But he don't have to do much.
Billy D don't have to do much. What did he do last time? He snitched and sat next to the big lip dude.
No, I'm with you. I'm all for Billy D coming back. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is.
He making Colt 45 commercials again, ain't he?
I don't
Is
think
he
so.
really?
Does Code 45 still exist?
I don't think it should. I don't believe it should be a thing.
I think
at
the
all.
only reason it exists was because he was there. Because all you like, nobody
Code 45.
Nobody remembers buying Code 45. They just remember the commercial.
They remember Billy D telling people to go get pregnant off of this
All right,
malt
this
liquor.
is a question for y'all. Like, and so they announced that what's Childish Gambino's name? Donald Glover.
Yeah.
He's playing Lando, young
Yeah.
Lando Calrissian.
Love it.
Do you?
Yeah.
See, I don't like. Now, I will say this to start with. Billy D was basically the coolest dude on the planet, and was like into his 70s. I just like I like Donald Glover.
But he's too much of a hipster for you to play Billy
He's
Billy
talented, but yeah, he's not.
D. He's not smooth.
Nobody can play Billy D. Like that's the thing. Like,
But
like
Hey, he's
part
an
of me-
actor though,
Okay,
also.
that's
He's a
the
good
thing.
actor, too.
You're thinking about Billy D. You're not thinking about snitch ass Lando Calrissian.
But snitch ass Lando Calrissian.
He wasn't smooth.
You don't think so?
No, he was not smooth.
I thought that was his only
Because
skill
your
was conning people.
Basic fucking plan was snitching. You was a good ass liar. You went up in there, walked them down, and lied to everybody's face, and was like, "Hey, come to my party, eat my food, check out Vader. Let me step to the side. You fucking bitch. You fucking Lando.
Number
You took
one,
a nigga wardrobe afterwards.
I don't think they should make those movies. I don't think there needs to be anybody trying to replace Harrison Ford. I don't think anybody's going to.
But he's not replacing. They're not replacing Harrison Ford. They're not replacing Billy
those
D.
movies they are.
No, they're not. He's playing the younger version. You don't remember
I'm
young
not saying
Indiana
this-
Jones on TV?
Young
I
Indy.
know it sucked. I'm just saying, do you remember it?
Well, that's kind of my point. Like,
Man, Rogue One looks fire. So
it does look good.
if they still doing it just like that,
But they're not taking
Yeah, but it's
anybody.
not Max
They're
3D.
not trying to like take like. You're not going to see young Princess Leia in Rogue One. Actually, I
no,
don't think you are.
not in Rogue One, but you're not gonna see him in the movie with Lando in it.
The young Han Solo movie.
Yeah, you're not gonna see Princess Leia. You're gonna
No,
see
but
everything
what I'm
else.
saying is-
You're gonna see Django. Django Fett is gonna be in that movie because that's who he.
Yeah,
you
right.
thought I was talking about Django?
Yeah, I was
No.
like, what? Like the
No.
last time you were on, I think we talked about Django. I was like, I don't get his reference right now.
See, Django Fett is gonna be in there. He's gonna have other
Where's
people
the
Is
D?
he?
It's
Why
right
would he?
here.
because.
Django Fett's dead. Boba's gonna.
So he had run-ins with Boba all the time, not Django.
Django died at the end of the third movie or something like
He
that.
surely did. So Boba Fett, well,
Because Boba was all pissed off.
young Boba Fett's gonna be in it. Stock of his damn figures is gonna go up again because Boba Fett is the shit. My backpack's got
I
jets.
don't like Boba Fett. I think he's a cool design. The character didn't do nothing in the movies.
He did
He
die.
died.
Yeah, he died. But guess what? What other cool character fucking died?
Oh.
The first cool character, when they came out with the first ones, you was like, oh, Star Wars is the shit.
Oh, Obi-Wan.
Not fuck Obi-Wan. I'm talking about Darth Maul.
Darth Maul.
Darth Maul had one movie.
Oh, Darth
He was
Maul
the
was
coolest one out of
Okay,
all of
yeah,
them
he's not
and
around.
But
died.
he did something.
Sidebar. Only motherfucker that had the big enough balls to kill Liam Neeson in any movie. Only one. Darth Maul, nigga.
They
That's not
insinuated.
true. That's not
They
true.
insinuated
What do you
that.
say
They
died
insinuated
that-
that
he died in
great.
Run All Night.
Next to
great.
kin. Next
It
to
was
kin.
next to kin?
Next to kin,
And,
yeah.
and they
When he was
insinuated
trying to
that
help
the
his
fucking wolves
son.
was gonna eat
His
his
brother.
ass.
It was his brother?
Yeah, Next to Kin was the one where they all played like Louisiana hillbillies. Liam Neeson does like
Who
a
killed
horrible
him?
Southern accent.
Who killed him?
Some New York. Was it Ben Stiller? I can't remember.
Really?
If it was Ben Stiller, that don't count.
It was a famous guy, but like basically, like somebody died in New York, so like their cousins start showing up. It might have been like their brother, and so Liam Neeson plays Patrick Swayze's older brother, and Patrick Swayze's like a cop, and he who moved to New York, and he's just like, look, you can't do this. I can't have you run around. So then Liam Neeson's like fuck you, you ain't my brother anymore, and he ends up getting himself killed.
Like that?
And then Patrick Swayze like calls up all his hillbilly cousins and is like, it's on. So then there's this war between the mob and like all these like there's like one dude on a bus with like 5,000 snakes. You'd probably like that.
That does sound like a good movie.
3,000 miles to Graceland type shit.
I kind of want to watch that. I might watch that tonight.
What's the name of this movie?
Next of Kin. It was an old 80s movie.
With Neeson in it?
Yeah, Neeson plays
and Ben Stiller? And Ben Stiller?
So that's the only time that he died. That's the only time, because that
sure he died
and
in
Star
other
Wars.
movies.
No. Liam Neeson doesn't die as Dick.
They insinuated that he died in the grave, but you don't never know. He might have punched the fuck out of those fucking wolves with them glass bottles on his fist.
Well, Liam Neeson only became an action star like 10 years ago. Before that, he wasn't really.
No,
right?
No.
Well, no, I'm sorry. Star Wars. I guess it's been longer than that.
No,
but he wasn't forever.
Not until fucking Taken. Well, Taken is where it's like, whoa, old people can bust ass too? All right, let's get more old people to bust ass then.
Hold on. Where the fuck was Wayne? Because, see, Wayne's not here. We just nerding out.
Yeah.
He's got a magic show.
Ha! You're doing nerdy stuff too. Ha ha.
He's doing now. Yeah, he's doing now.
Where's this magic show and why the fuck wasn't I invited to it?
Because it's like a $60 benefit. $60 a plate.
Oh, I'm watching.
So, I mean, you could have gone.
I'm watching people get punched in the face. So, no.
Oh, that's happening tonight! I'm sorry, I'm excited. I got really excited. I'm sorry. I already
gave Wayne my picks.
You just acted like you needed to activate the clapper.
I did. I got excited. I got a lot.
Like you was sleeping, you heard the noise, and you were like, "What?"
Things are happening. Speaking of being excited, things are happening. Fucking yesterday was an amazing show. I was on a half a hit of Hendrix. So, woo. We had a good time.
A half a hit of Hendrix.
Yeah, we had a good time yesterday.
Oh, you didn't let everybody know that whatchamacallit liked your picture. You was very bucked up.
Oh, yeah. I was very excited that Adam Carolla gave us... He's been giving our group shout-outs. Like, he's been liking their pictures. Not giving shout-outs. No, just randomly. Like, he's always been liking their stuff. I've never got my shit liked until they put a picture up with me up in the front, and he came on my shit, and he was like, click, click, Kyle. I was like, oh, shit. Fucking screenshot, my nigga. Boom. Post that.
I wish that we could, like, at some point in the future, go to Carolla Studios.
Oh, I so wish.
And record the other side of that conversation. Because I'm pretty sure it didn't go, oh, click, click, Kyle.
Yeah. It was more like,
First thing I was thinking was that maybe that's Adam Carolla's assistant that's clicking like on it. That somebody that checks his page for him.
It's possible, but that would be like Matt Fondle. It'd still be somebody.
But knowing Adam Carolla, he checks his own fucking
not
page.
With his shit. Not with his shit.
I'm
like, you see his pictures?
Yeah, I see it.
I'm just saying, even if it is, like, it's not like some random person that is. The only person that he probably let is like his personal Matt
Allison
Fondle.
Rosen. Oh.
No, he wouldn't.
I like Allison Rosen.
I do too. I listen to her podcast.
Yes. Oh man, she branched off and she's like, I got to do my own thing. It's like, okay, Allison.
It was good for her, but like, I honestly, I stopped listening to Carolla just because I got tired of like the nerds are ruining the earth. I'm like,
is that what's happening now? Yeah, I kind of.
He's been doing that for about like 2 years now. I stopped. Eventually, I was just like he's one of these people. It's funny, like, look. Everybody's got their thing where we're in our own heads and we don't necessarily understand like our problems and all that. But he's like, you hear this dude and he's always talking about like his idiot buddies. And he's like, if you listen to me, like I'm the one that. Sorry,
that's a very nice song.
It's actually it's a country song about a dude who his mother loves him and then eventually she dies at the end.
Oh, the fuck. Jesus.
You know what rap songs are about?
It's the country.
Nothing.
At all. So,
country songs got a whole story behind them.
Enjoy that substance.
What was I talking about? Oh, Carolla. No, so he's always talking about like you need to listen to me because like I made something myself, and he did. But then when you listen to him, like, he's still the same dude he was when he was 17. Like, he still, like, has that sort of frat boy attitude. Like, he's like, if you don't watch football and you read comic books, you're a loser. all right, like I guess, like that don't make no sense.
Because he's a man's man. He's
one of those guys.
Man.
You know, and I always tell people like, look,
he does.
You can judge me for reading comics and all that, but at the end of the day, the only thing that makes you a man is taking care of your responsibilities. If you take care of the people around you, your job, and yourself, you're a man.
Nah, that doesn't make you a man. That extra chromosome or the chromosome lack of, that's what makes you a man.
Transphobe.
Fuck that shit. Guess what? I don't care if you're a tranny. I don't give a fuck about none of that. But in 1,000 years, when somebody digs up your fucking body, they don't care that you called yourself Caitlyn. You're still a fucking dude.
Yeah. Don't try to pass yourself on the internet.
Until we can change the amount of chromosomes that we have in our body,
like
you're a dude with a chemical problem in your head.
There are people trying to do that now.
Okay, then you will be called something else. And
until then,
you
know what they're trying to do to kids now, huh?
What?
And like this sounds like a conspiracy theory. I think you've heard me talk about this before. Like, this is how far we've gone as a culture. This is how fucking insane we are. They got people now in education who, like, if they, like, let's say your daughter, how old's your youngest?
My youngest is 2.
Okay. Well, you got a 6-year-old or something like that?
8?
Let's pretend you do. Okay. 8-year-old. Let's say your 8-year-old boy, girl.
Boy.
Okay. Let's say he starts playing with dolls and starts like hanging out with girls and telling people he's one of the girls. They got people now that will come to you and say, all right, well, your son's is transgender.
What?
We need to start getting him on a regimen of estrogen.
What?
To correct so that he can be.
So you actually make him turn into a girl.
Well, the attempt, but
if you don't get the fuck out of my face with this shit.
You're actually fucking him up because you're introducing estrogen into a little kid.
Yeah, which
so
from what I understand is also cancer.
You're gonna kill his dick. You're not
supposed to like men. You don't stick estrogen in men. You don't stick testosterone.
You're gonna kill his dick.
You do stick estrogen.
A lot of things.
You stick estrogen in men when you're on steroids and you're trying to cut that shit back a little bit.
That's you're a lot older. You're not doing that cycles at 8. When you're 8. No,
I'm not saying that this is happening every day, but there are.
No, I've heard about this. Yeah,
and it's insane. Like to me, that's child abuse.
They had a little boy that started taking hormones like that, and he's like fucking 7 or some shit, and it was like, because he like playing with dolls and all that.
That's a phase. Maybe I played with dolls for a little bit too.
Maybe he just like playing with dolls.
Yeah.
They're the only girls are the only ones that get figures of actual people. Like, I could take this doll and make a cool action scene with it.
Yeah.
But, I ain't supposed to be playing with it.
Like, a lot of kids do that kind of stuff. Some of them, turns out they're just gay, you know? And then some of them are just like, that was just a phase, and they move on and they become regular people.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't think we need to have these fucking adjectives. Because there's any adjective at all.
Oh, wait, I was thinking of pronouns.
Concerning the damn sex, you're going to put, this is a gay human. No. Like, why does it matter what makes your fucking genitals feel good? Why do we even have to put a label on it because you like rubbing on another dude's nuts, that makes you a homosexual? Why? Everything else in his daily life makes you a regular fucking person, but because how you bust your nuts, we're going to label you as a homosexual? No, you're just a person.
Well, then how they going to find each other?
How they going to find each other? You just run into people that make you feel good. Like, guess what? You just want to nut.
All right, but I don't want gay dudes trying to fill me up just to find out if I'm down with it.
Guess what? If you don't like it, then don't do that. Why does it have to be...
don't do that.
Why does it... See, that's what I'm saying. Why does it have to be named something? Why do you have to call it gay? Why do you have to call him a homosexual?
I guess you would have to give some type of name to it and be like, hey, this is what I like. So if this is what I like...
No, why do you have to give a name to it?
That's just like football. This is what a whole bunch of people do.
Hey,
this is what I practice
at this point,
for.
I will reiterate my theory
This is what
that
I play.
Used to have.
Football.
Well, it's not a theory, but it's my idea that I used to talk about on the show all the time, and that's that we all have resumes for our jobs. We all need sex resumes that explains what we want and how we want it, so that when you out and you meet somebody that you like, you can just be like, here you go. You down with this? No?
Basically, every dude just wants a nut. Mechanically,
everybody's mouth is built the same.
But we all got like things that make that.
Yeah,
see, because we humans put these labels out there because you say, okay, if you do it with another dude, you're gay. But I promise you that if I tied you up naked to that door and had a dude come suck you off, you will nut.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Awkward.
I don't think you're allowed in my house anymore. That was very specific. Thank God I don't have you'd have to top my head.
But I'm saying you can't control that. Physically, it will happen. So just society got you thinking that, okay, because a dude's doing it, it's
so
wrong.
you're saying if you don't know
Jesus Christ, not in your head. In your head, you be like, I don't like any of this, and you're forcing this out of me.
All right, but
it's terrible.
Mechanically, it works.
The thing. When you find out what happened, you're not suddenly gay.
So why aren't you? Because you just did
because
a gay act.
What I'm saying.
Nah, man.
Let's say that scenario happened, but it didn't happen to me. It happened to Kyle. You tied up Kyle.
That's not fuck. That's fun. Nah, that's forcefully. You nah.
It's your brother's fantasy. Now,
I don't like none of this.
So no. Let's play this out. So he got tied up. He was blindfolded. Some dude blew him. He didn't know it was a guy. Then you take the mask off and it's a guy. He's not then gonna go and start having sex with dudes because it's not like there was a switch and now he's attracted to men.
Yeah. I might throw up right after.
Yeah, but
throw up right after the fact that I don't like any of this.
You might have the crying game.
I don't understand why we gotta have this
face.
Oh, you're gay, so we gotta treat you differently.
Well, first of all, in this country right now, everybody's got to be something special. Everybody's got.
They won't do that on their own. They won't consider themselves something on their own terms. That's why they coming up with these different pronouns.
Yeah, you trying to be politically correct and shit, and nobody's gonna actually address the concern that Bruce Jenner has a mental problem. Because if you're a dude, you're physically
problem that he's a whore and that
you're physically a dude. You know how many chromosomes and shit you have, and you say you feel like a woman. You can feel like whatever the fuck you want, but you actually changing into a chick.
My thing is, if you're over 18, I don't care what you do.
I'm enjoying
that's your life. It's your body. If you're over 18, but when they doing stuff to kids. No, that's unacceptable. Don't get me wrong. I still think 18 is an arbitrary age to make a decision like that.
Seen somebody say 19
I'm
yesterday.
saying at least you're a legal adult and you can do what you want to your body. But talking about 10-year-olds and putting them on hormone replacement and stuff like that.
That's fucking them up.
And then there's it's not just estrogen. There's another chemical that they want to put in these kids to halt their puberty.
No.
Basically. Put it on hold until they decide whether they want to be a boy or a girl. It's.
Why would you do that? That's fucked up, man. Let that kid live his life.
Because there are people out there that are crazy that have agendas, and I don't know what the agenda is.
Why you can't just pick yourself? Why you gotta take because when you felt like you was a girl, and you're a dude, and you feel like you're a girl, you wasn't taking no pills.
Oh, you gotta leave?
Probably a little bit.
Okay. I mean, we could probably wrap it up. It's almost an hour. So.
But you wasn't taking pills when you first thought that you was a chick. So why do you have to take pills to continue in thinking that you're a chick? Why do I need these hormones if I already think that I'm a chick?
That's an interesting question. You gotta ask a strange shit.
Yeah, that shit doesn't make sense.
Well, let's not end on this. You saw Dr. Strange. Wait, first of all, what kind of... You got any shows coming up? This ain't gonna be out till Thursday.
Yes, Thursday is coming out Thursday. Well, Friday we have our second line show, Murder Mystery. We've been working on this one for a minute, and it's gonna be a great murder mystery show. Find out at the end who the fuck the killer is. Some shit like that.
When is it?
It's Friday, November 18th. November 18th, next Friday.
Next Friday.
Yeah, huh?
How much is it?
$5, $10. $10. Is at Eiffel Society. The show starts for 7. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun one.
So if you're in New Orleans,
if you're in New Orleans, come down to Eiffel Society, 7 o'clock. come check us out. Second Line Show.
Adam Carolla approved.
Yeah, he gave that double click. He was like, I like this.
Click, Kyle.
Boom. And also, Doctor Strange was amazing. It was a great show. I think the best way to go see it.
Were you tripping when you went to see it?
Oh, you know I was.
You saw it in 3D?
Yes, IMAX 3D. Yeah, best way to see it. Took me, Corey, and Ina, and Byron. And I was going off a hit and a half of Hendrix. And it was fucking amazing. That was like that's the only way you should go see that movie. That's the only way you should.
I saw
go
the
see
movie
that movie.
normal. I'm good.
Yeah, no. Did you see it in 3D though?
No, that's what I'm saying. I saw it just the normal showing.
Oh man,
You saw it?
Mm-hmm.
Did they do it justice?
Oh, was it like the comic?
Yeah.
It was based on a comic from like 2005.
The revamping.
Yeah, it was close. It was close enough. I mean, look, I enjoyed the movie. I thought story wise they kind of cut some corners, but like it's if you want to go just visually, it was definitely the best looking Marvel movie. So
really
but
good.
I'm kind of glad I didn't see it in 3D. There's too much going on. I don't need stuff jumping out at me.
Oh my God, that's exactly what you need when you're on a hit and a half of Hendrix.
Okay, but I wasn't on doing a hit.
What's the villain's name? Marmoon?
Dormammu.
Dormammu.
Yeah. There was Caecilius, that was the dude, and there's Dormammu.
Did he look decent?
In the movie, yeah, he didn't look like the comic, but the comic's kind of a weird, like, floating
because he's this big,
head.
he's this fucking
what they
thing.
had was fucking trippy enough. That's what you need.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what you need.
All right.
It was a cool movie, though.
Yeah.
Because I just think they got a dud coming up.
Oh, eventually.
It's
Marvel?
it's too much.
Yeah, but these
are different
movies
levels.
now.
Like, some of them are amazing, some of them like
I'm just feeling that they got a dud coming up, and I don't
I'll be honest
want
with
to
you.
get played for that
I
dud.
liked Doctor Strange, but that's probably the first one where I was like, I don't think I'd buy it. I liked it. I'll watch it again, but I wouldn't buy it.
You need to talk. You need to just listen to Byron. That motherfucker had me thinking that black people was Jesus. I was like, what the fuck?
That's all he talks about is weed and wizards.
Mm-hmm.
Weed and
I really
wizards.
thought black people were Jesus. So I was like, what? Slavery? What? Carrying a cross? How
What does this have to do with Doctor Strange?
Oh, what? So much. So much. Niggas is wizards. You take it.
That was the best thing in the movie. Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Red Belt.
Red Belt, yeah.
Red Belt. That's the dude.
That's what we call it.
It's the dude from Red Belt.
There's a movie called Red Belt.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And he shows that I do this.
Yeah, Jiu-Jitsu.
Okay. All right. Now, I first saw him in Serenity.
Serenity with the sword.
Firefly?
Yeah.
There you go.
But I went,
Wait, what?
after Doctor Strange, I was like, right now, I either want to watch, what was the other movie? It was either, I was like, I don't know if I want to watch Four Brothers or Serenity.
Was he in Four Brothers?
Yeah, he was the bad guy.
That's
in
what
Four
they
Brothers.
said.
He sure was
Motherfuckers
a bad
saying
guy
that,
in
man.
Four
Motherfuckers
Brothers.
said Four Brothers. He was the bad guy. I was like, man, I need to watch Four Brothers again. Because Andre
Four
2000.
Brothers is good.
Andre 2000
Yeah.
for Four Brothers. Four Brothers is my shit.
He
Mark
also-
Wahlberg? Come on. I like Mark
He
Wahlberg.
also was the fuckboy brother on American Gangster.
I never saw American.
Oh, yeah.
He was the one that brought old boy in that got his hand smashed at
That's
in the
Denzel
piano.
Washington movie.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. No, Four Brothers was good, but nah, it's so funny like watching that movie. I'm like, I need to go home and watch Four Brothers.
Mm-hmm. And that other movie you was talking about earlier.
Yeah, Serenity.
No, not Serenity. The 80s movie with Ben
Next to
Stiller.
Kin?
Next to Kin. And Liam Neeson.
After I eat, I might watch Next to Kin.
You need to watch Red Belt.
Red Belt's
What's it
pretty good.
about?
It's about
him getting his red belt.
That's it.
Jiu-jitsu. Well,
So it's
him
like
having
Black
but
Karate
it's-
Kid or something.
No karate.
Not karate.
Jiu-jitsu.
Just
Wow.
jiu-jitsu choking people out. And
I mean, he's got moves.
He's kind of the dude that's like, okay, I don't want to use my shit because my teacher was like a master.
Yeah, it's like I don't
And
come
then
here to
they
use it
suck
for
him-
this.
They
And then
suck him into doing it.
motherfuckers do this like they do some fake shit, and he's like, man, y'all can't come up here doing this. I'm not about to lose to y'all just because y'all fucking. And then he busts ass.
That dude really needs like a big star. Like that was my one thing. And
12 Years a
I get
Slave.
Yeah, that was his big movie, and it didn't go over.
It was
well.
critically acclaimed, but yeah, it didn't.
It didn't go over.
But I mean, he's had a few starring roles at this
But
point.
like, I think people need to realize, stop doing these slave movies thinking you about to get an Oscar, because white people don't want to see that shit.
Don't give a shit.
They don't want to be reminded of the dumb shit that they was doing.
That's more or less true.
Yeah, because like, you not about to get no blockbuster sales off of you doing the slave movie.
But here's the
ran
thing:
around.
on a basic level, it's also kind of depressing. Like it's not
There.
like at this point. Think about like the state this country's in right now. I want to watch comedies and action movies. I don't need to see any drama. I don't need to, I don't need to see people being oppressed. Like I just want to laugh. I want to watch people fight. That's why people love those Marvel movies right now. That's all they are. They had a little bit of comedy and a lot of people beating each other up.
Oh.
So
You just want to watch people fight.
I got that instinct just like everybody else.
That's why I'm about to go watch people fight.
Mm-hmm.
Who's fighting tonight?
Oh, a lot of people.
Yes, it's in New York for the very first
For
time.
the very first time. Tyrone Woodley and Wonderboy Thompson. Goddamn.
I'm not familiar with them.
Conor McGregor
Oh, really?
and
Yes.
Eddie Alvarez.
Eddie Alvarez.
Young Jerkadick is fighting.
Please tell me that's his real name.
That's a
Please
chick.
tell me that's his real name.
Nah, it's
Her name
fucking hard to
is
say.
Joanna Youngjacek.
Young Jacek.
Yeah.
That's why Chiwetel Ejiofor is never going to be a big star. People can't say his name.
No, that's why we call him Red Belt.
Mm-hmm.
His name is fucking
I would
Red
call him
Belt.
Four Brothers. Okay, so the episode ended abruptly there. Kyle and Kevin are not here. My computer just kind of fritzed out, but I think we got enough there, enough of a decent episode. But I just wanted to close out, and before I do want to mention, if you're listening to this today, that being Friday, November 18th, then in 1 week's time, on Friday, November 25th, over at the Babylon, if you're in New Orleans, we have another Full Metal Comedy open mic, and this one's being hosted by Eric Hollerback, who's been on the show before, and he's hosted a couple of our comedy shows, and actually, I believe he's going to be on not the next episode, but the episode after that. So, that'll be fun. And I do want to mention before I close out, and you'll hear me you'll hear me mention this on the next episode, as we just recorded it. I have a new podcast. It's called Grim Grinning Hosts. It's not quite on iTunes yet. It'll be up hopefully in a couple weeks. And I'm really excited about it. It's a Disney-themed podcast. Well, not Disney. It's actually just theme parks in general. So it could be Disney, Universal, Six Flags. It could be an independent. But it's a lot of fun. It's actually kind of close to M-Hog in tone. It's not safe for work. And it's run by Mr. Hunter Smith. And he's a unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. That's his show. And another couple of guys, Kenny, who has a podcast called In the Loop, and another guy named Travis, who's done some UUOP stuff. And it's a lot of fun. And I think if you like this show and you love theme parks, you should really check out Grim Grinning Hosts when it finally comes out on its own feed on iTunes. I'm going to link it in the M-Hog Podcast Facebook page. And I hope you'll check it out and tell your friends about it. So, thank you. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for, listening to the show. And I guess that's about it. So, keep it metal. Keep it metal. Alrighty there.